know you're somewhere, somewhere.
Hi Sag, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Sag. You guys got giraffe spirit, see the big picture, number 29 making an 11. It's interesting that you have this here because I honestly feel like some of you could be going through a loss. The mice with the fish can mean like a loss in some sort of way. The fish means maybe like a loss in money specifically. Now this might not be applying to all of you guys, so again, you can just skip this, but I'm getting like someone could be going through some sort of financial loss. And it might not even be like you're losing money, but I feel like some of you guys might not have gotten like the promotion that you wanted, or some of you guys might not have gotten, like there's something that you wanted to like obtain. It could be like a position in a job or like something like that. And I feel like you're not getting it, or it didn't work out in the way you thought it was going to work out. That's like the best way I could say it. It's not working out the way that you wanted it to work out. And I feel like that's for a reason. So you know how I always say like everything happens for a reason, and you know, I feel like Sag would be like Sag and Aquarius would be like, yeah, okay, that's bullshit. If it doesn't happen, it's because it's like I didn't do it, or you know, like, you know, I wasn't good enough. It has nothing to do with anybody but myself. Like, which I like that you guys take a lot of responsibility for everything and you don't really like leave it to the universe type vibe. But in this sense, I really feel like they're trying to tell you like it's kind of leave it to the universe. Like this might not be happening for a reason. There's something higher, like there's a higher power at play here. And again, I just don't think that you guys see that. But that's what I'm getting. It's also interesting because the 11 here is a soulmate number. You have a 5, a 7, and 11. You also have a King of Pentacles here. So let's pull more on this, Sag. But I'm getting here that like whatever is happening to you, you feel like it's happening to you and you're like suffering. But I actually get like this is happening for a reason. And it's actually like a positive thing. Like you might be being redirected, you know? So yeah, Sag, I'm really getting, like I haven't even clarified, but if you look, 11 is a soulmate number. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have a Queen of Air at the very bottom. So again, this could just be you, but I think this is the person that you're going to end up connecting with. And what's interesting is I feel like this redirection is actually redirecting you closer to this person, whether you know it or not. So there's two things I'm getting. It's either like mentally you're going to be put in a place where you could even know this person and you're going to feel kind of the way this person felt, and now you're going to understand someone else's perspective on things. That's one thing that I'm getting. So it's kind of like, let's just say, you know, you and this person were very good friends, and this person, you know, like let's just say something happened to them and you could never really understand what happened to them. But then all of a sudden the same thing happens to you. Now you have like the perfect, you know, like you understand where this person was coming from now. But it's like only by going through this situation do you understand what the fuck they were really going through. That's one way that I see this. And another way that I see this is like you might be just being redirected. You know what I mean? Redirected on your path. And I feel like a lot of you guys don't like that. And you can see here how uncomfortable it's making you. With the Youth in reverse and the King of Fire in reverse, I feel like this is the discomfort that it's making. Like this is actually causing you some sort of discomfort. Again, if you didn't get this position, if you didn't get this job, if you didn't get the raise that you wanted, there's something like not working out for you in your eyes. And what I'm getting is like wherever you're being redirected is actually more beneficial to you. And sometimes we don't see it like that. Like sometimes we see it like, wow, you know, I wanted this so bad, and the reason I didn't get it was just because like, you know, like it's unfair, or if it's not unfair, it's just life, you know, there's no control. I don't have any control. What I'm getting here is like, it's like whatever you're going after wasn't meant to be. I honestly feel like you're being redirected onto something much better. And if you could listen to your intuition, and if you could harp in on like the feeling right now that they're trying to send you, that everything's going to be okay. Because that's what I feel like they're trying to say. I feel like they're trying to say like everything is actually going to be okay. You don't have anything to worry about. I think you feel uncomfortable because like either you missed out on a situation or you feel like you weren't chosen in a situation. But I also just feel like whatever is going on is actually going to help redirect you onto the right path. So I kind of want to pull more and see what this specifically is. I feel like it could just be, you know, I don't want to get so specific because for everybody it's like a different thing going on, but I just see that it's actually putting you on the right path. Well, what's interesting is like half of you guys are gonna go, okay, it's like if, let's just say like you tried something, it didn't work out. You tried it again, it didn't work out. I think there's like a clear indication like you're not supposed to be going in this direction, or the divine has like another plan for you. Some of you guys are going to continue and continue and continue and continue and continue. It's like it doesn't matter what's happened, you're going for it, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't feel right, and it doesn't matter if it like it kills you in the process. Like you're going for it anyway. And I'm getting here that you can go that route. Like you can keep pursuing whatever the fuck this is, but I think in the long run, like you think that's what's going to bring you the ultimate happiness, and it's not, because you end with the self in reverse. So I'm getting that for a lot of you guys, like be careful. Like whatever this is, whatever this was that loss, or this, whatever this is that didn't work out, it's actually putting you on the correct path. But you might see it a different way, and you might see it as like, fuck, I just have to work this much harder, and I just have to go harder, and like I just have to pursue it even like, you know, like I'll study more, or I'll talk to more people, or I'll get connections. Like this is what I want. This is what I want. And instead of you guys kind of listening to the divine and going down the path that the divine is kind of creating for you, you're going to keep pursuing it. So if you keep pursuing it, I do see like you're going to be out of balance with the self in reverse. That's just like something I'm seeing here. So let's pull more on this, Sag. Yo, what's so crazy about this Sag is like I don't even really need cards. Like everything that I said is exactly what it is. Like the path that they're taking you on, or whatever like doesn't work out. Maybe this isn't happening right now. Like maybe you apply for something, or maybe you go for something, it doesn't work out. Maybe you want to take a loan out, it doesn't work out. Like I'm trying to think in all the ways, but I feel like you guys know how to kind of relate this to you. But whatever way it's not working out, they're like, that's actually great, because that's going to allow you more time to go in this new direction that we're kind of leading you into. And you might not know exactly where that is. The fool does not know. The fool has no idea. That's why he's called, or she is called, the fool. Because, and like other decks, el loco, the one that's kind of crazy, because there's no evidence that this is going to work out. There's no kind of plan here. It's just an intuitive vibe and a trust in the universe, and I'm going to go for whatever the fuck is new and wherever I'm feeling called to go. And it's very hard to explain yourself to people when you're in this energy, but if you trust yourself and you trust the universe, then being in the Fool is such a fun energy. But what's interesting is like a lot of you guys aren't going in this direction. A lot of you guys are actually, like, I do see some of you going here, but I do see a lot of you continuing to pursue whatever it is that's just not really meant for you. And what's interesting here is like you're gonna have a choice in the future. You're gonna have a choice in the future towards wish fulfillment. It's funny because like I feel like you're gonna get another chance. You're gonna get another chance. Like even if you were to pursue something that isn't meant for you anymore, and the divine kind of seems, you know, the divine's kind of like, don't go that way, go this way, step into this full energy, step into the unknown. We're gonna show you a better path. A lot of you guys don't take this route, and you guys continue pursuing whatever it was that you were pursuing in the first place, because you want financial stability, you want security, and like above all else, that's what you want, right? So you go for it, and I see the divine grants you another chance at a Nine of Cups, and a Nine of Cups is like your wish fulfilled, your wish is being fulfilled. And I don't feel like this means in terms of money. I feel like this is in terms of like a relationship, a person. And what's funny is like you still get confused. You're still here in the Seven of Cups like, I don't know. And with the Strength and the King of Swords in reverse, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's like an obvious thing. Like it's an obvious thing. There's something like obvious. That's what they want to tell some of you. Like it's so obvious. And a lot of you guys put so much effort in going in like the wrong direction or going in like the opposite direction. So they set things out for you kind of clearly, and you guys put so much effort in going like the opposite direction or going like against the grain. But what's funny is like, I don't know what against the grain means to you, but I just see like they put things right in front of your face and it's so obvious, and yet you guys like ignore it. That's what I'm getting. Because with the Seven of Cups, you can see it in Seven of Cups, like the cups are right in front of his face. Like there's no, I'm not sure which one to take. Like the cups are right there. And they make it very easy for you. They make it really easy. They're like, you can either go this route or you can go this route. And then again, a lot of you guys are choosing to put a lot of effort into the wrong things. I see a lot of like attention into money, a lot of attention into like wealth, but not a lot of attention also in like in your emotions, like in your romantic life, in your, dating, relationships, like not a lot of effort being put there. So that's also something I feel like they're kind of warning you. Like I think you could have it all, but in having it all, you might have to think a little bit differently or expect your life to look a little different, and maybe things won't go according to plan, but that's okay. And I feel like a lot of you guys are not okay with that. Like you want things to go exactly the way that you want it to go, and in pursuing this like perfection or whatever you deem to be perfect, you go like the wrong way. I really hate that you end here again. King of Swords in reverse. Like not listening, not going the right direction, not listening to your intuition, not choosing the fool's path, choosing like what you want it to be. It's I feel like it's very selfish kind of energy. It's like, no, but it's what I want. It's what I want. It's what I want. I don't know, because again, you're coming up as a true pair to the Queen. The Queen of Swords is right at the bottom, but you're coming up in reverse. I still feel like, and it's funny because the Queen of Earth right underneath her is the heaven and earth. So again, I feel like you could have a really like fulfilled, successful, like not only wish fulfillment in cups, but also wish fulfillment in money. Like it doesn't have to be one or the other. You don't have to choose one or the other. They could actually just both work together. But you're thinking, no, if I choose this, like I feel like for some reason it's like, no, I can't have both. Or I don't even want both right now. I want just this. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like a lot of you guys have like those horse blinders on where you're so focused on one thing. You're not focusing on anything else in your life. And I feel like, again, they keep bringing things up to you. Like, okay, now it's kind of time to integrate this, or it's time to integrate this, or maybe you start talking to this person, or maybe you could start dating this person, or maybe you could make a little bit of time for dating. You know what I mean? Like, let's start to be well-rounded, like a well-rounded kind of life where you're not only working, but you're having fun. You're not only having fun, but you're in a really fulfilling relationship. Like, you can have it all. Like, I keep getting that. Like, it's so easy for you to have it all. But in your mind, it's kind of just like, it has to be your way. And that's going to be an issue for you. Look, and then you have the Hierophant yeah, oh my God. You have the Hierophant in reverse with the Lovers. This is all major arcana, and then the Queen comes up again. There's someone here that keeps popping up. This Queen of Swords keeps popping up. This could be Gemini. I said Taurus, which is Earth, but it's not Earth. It's air, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I just see somebody they keep popping up, and I think you keep getting this chance to redeem yourself, or some sort of redemption with this person could be made, but like you don't make it. Yeah, you don't make it. Sag. Okay. I just get that, like, for this read, I would ultimately say sometimes things don't go the way that you plan it to go because the divine has a bigger plan. And that's why the Giraffe Spirit's out. Like, there's a bigger picture at play here. there's something bigger at play, and you're just so focused on one thing that you're not understanding that there's so much more. It's like there's more to life than just work. There's more to life than just focusing on whatever it is that you're focusing on. Like, it's just like someone here is just so like one-tracked mind, right? And even if they put this person in front of your face, you're just not even like paying attention to them. And I'm getting here that like that it is a mistake to do that, but I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna do it anyway. So my best advice would be like to be careful, because you can have it all, but sometimes having it all is not gonna be the way that you think it's gonna be. You know, it's like you have this straight path ahead of you and you have this winding path on the other side. You want it to be the straight path, but in reality, what's wrong with the winding path? Maybe it might take longer to get there. A lot of you guys don't like that idea, but like, again, who cares? Like, if it's about time and like it's gonna take too long or it's gonna take more time, why do the straight route to one thing when you can take the winding path and get everything on the winding path? You get what I'm saying? I don't know, it's like 3 birds, 1 stone, as opposed to like one bird, one stone on the other side. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. But that's kind of what I'm getting with this Sag. I hope this made sense. Let me pull a angel card for your advice. It's so interesting that you guys see the big picture, because seeing the big picture, you think of the giraffe, it's like getting a view of like everything, right? Like from high above, seeing everything, like the big picture, having like a view from the top. But in order to have that view, in order to see things like for what they really are, again, imagine having those blinders on and being a horse, like just looking straight, like down, right? It's totally different from like the giraffe who's looking up and can see very high above everything. So it's interesting that we're talking about these types of animals, and they're advising you to look at the big picture, and then you have earth and ground. So your advice, in order to see the big picture, your advice is to ground yourself, not to like be like the horse and look straight at the floor. That's not what grounding means. What grounding means is, it basically means like getting relaxed, releasing what doesn't serve you, and just kind of letting go of expectations. And I feel like with this get grounded card, it kind of means like sometimes you might be guided, right? You might be guided in a direction, and it's about going in the direction that you're guided to go in, not pushing okay, like a lot of us don't like to give up on shit, right? Like we hate giving up. Like it's just not like you know, you think something's meant for you, you want to keep going, you hate giving up. But there's a time sometimes to give up. Like, I hate to say it, but there's a time when like things are not working out for a reason, and shit does not work out 100 times because it's not meant for you, and it's kind of leading you down a new path. And a lot of you guys, in order to see that, you have to see the big picture. You have to see like what they're trying to send you, like what your intuition is telling you. And in order to do that, you have to get grounded. Again, it doesn't mean looking at the floor. It means connecting to the earth. It means connecting to yourself. How do you connect to yourself? Like, your intuition is here trying to tell you something, but you're not connecting to yourself. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear that maybe you made a mistake or you went the wrong way, or maybe it's time to give up. Like, you don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Like, there are new and exciting experiences somewhere else. This is not the only path for you. And I feel like they're trying to say, like, you'll get better insight if you just kind of let go, feel safe, and trust. You know, trust in the universe, trust in where you're being led to at this time. It might not be where you want to go, but it actually might be the better place for you. And that's why I feel like Giraffe is trying to tell you, like, we know more than you do. Like, you're the horse looking down at the floor. We're looking at everything, like the huge picture above, and you can't see it, but we can. So instead of just like stressing the fuck out, you can just trust us. Right? And that's why, like, the path is literally right here. It's like right in front of your face. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I kind of want to pull on this Queen of Swords just like last minute. Let me just pull like one card on her. I didn't pull a lot on her. You guys are obviously like a true pair, King and Queen of Swords. You might have air in your chart, or they might have air in their chart. But yeah, this is somebody who sees clearly, like who sees the big picture clearly. That's what's interesting. This person sees the big picture, but you don't. So I feel like they're kind of pushing you towards this person because they do see everything kind of for what it is. And yeah. Okay, so it's interesting. The two cards that came up with this person is marriage and expectation. I think this person might like want to marry you. This might be someone who really wants not a marriage maybe per se, but like a high level of commitment with you. And it's interesting that that's like how serious I feel like this person is about you. And it's just interesting that this person has such a like interest in you, because it's coming up next to expectation. I feel like this expectation is coming from this person. Like they expect a lot from you. And I think that's a route that you could possibly go down, but I don't know if that's the route you want to go down. Like maybe you don't see your life with this person, or I don't even think it's that you don't see your life with this person. I think you just don't see your life. Like again, you're the horse looking at the floor. So you're not seeing anything but like what's right in front of you, like in terms of like work, and that's it. But there's so much more going on. And I feel like this person is someone who sees clearly. They're a true pair to you, and I feel like they could teach you a lot. Like when you get with a person, you want to be with somebody who can teach you something, who might know more than you in some sort of way, right? So you want to get with somebody who's like in some sort of aspect knows maybe more than you, or could help guide you in some sort of way. And there's something that this person could help you with. That's what I'm getting. The Queen of Swords, it's like they could, again, they use maybe their intuition, whereas you don't. They see the big picture, whereas maybe you don't. So it's like there's a lot of things I feel like this person could teach you, but I don't think you're ready for that type of commitment in your life. And it's not because I don't think you're ready. I think it's because you personally are looking at like one thing only, and what your only concern right now is this, like money, career. So yeah, adjudication came out at the bottom of the deck. Like you have a lot of decisions to make right now, and I feel like the only way to really make them properly is to go ground yourself. If you don't even know what that means, like I would just go sit outside in the grass. Like the easiest way to ground yourself is just go sit outside. I don't know if you live in a cold area. Like right now for me, the grass is soggy and freezing, so I would never go sit in it. Maybe I'd walk in it, maybe, but it's like literally freezing, so I don't know. But yeah, if you have the luxury of living in a place that's not freezing, I would go sit in the grass and just kind of figure shit out. Like whatever comes to you in the moment. But like I would just spend an hour sitting in the grass. I feel like a lot of you guys don't do that. Like a lot of you guys don't sit in the grass or sit in the earth and like let the earth nurture you and give you its vibration. You know what I mean? Like the earth actually possesses a vibration, and you, by just sitting in it, can absorb it in some sort of way. But I feel like a lot of you guys don't do that. Even in water, like you could go sit in water. I don't know what you guys would prefer, but there's like a need to kind of like get back to Mother Nature. So that's my best advice for you guys, Sag. I would take a day off, and if you can't take a day, I heard you guys laughing when I said that, take a day off, like ha ha ha. I would take an hour off and go sit in the grass, go sit in a park, go take a walk in a park. And yeah, I mean, for me personally, I have to touch the earth. Like walking in the park is great and shit, but I like to like actually touch it and shit. So if you're like that, if you're like a physical touch person, I would go sit in the grass. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, Sag. Good luck. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.